Good morning. It is the 22nd of November 2022. It is Tuesday morning. And just quickly to look at the news for this morning, we haven't had any 8:30 a.m. news. It's 9 now. We've got the index open at 9:30, and then we have all these sporadic releases of what is deemed to be lesser or medium impact expected news. We have the rigid manufacturing index at 10, 11, 215 and 245. We have FOMC members speaking. Okay, about Federal Reserve updates. And sorry, that's my course there. Looking at the daily, okay, bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4. Comes up, comes around, curves. It looks like it's pushing up. So bullish on the interim, bullish on the daily chart. Still, if we can try and conceptualize this within a bear market context. So it's still to the downside. I need to see a break above here. 0.3, this area of supply here, right? I need to see a break above that. Okay. With a resultant collapse back down to 3,400. Okay, 3,400 is here. And then a kick out, and that would be possibly a change of momentum. Look, yeah, it's a very funny area right now because we could be going back to, we could have, be going back to a climb to the upside. However, we still need to see some selling. Okay, I'm at the minimum expecting selling back down to here to 3,100. But for the time being, things are looking up. At any time they could collapse quite far because we're high up. It's not like we're down here. Okay, if we're down here, we kept talking about how we're targeting these areas, but right now it's like, okay, think of it. Yeah, there's one side of the mountain. There's no side of the other. There's no second side of the mountain at all. We need to pull back on the daily, a daily pullback. That is what I am waiting for, or at least an anticipation of. So I'm not making any, I'm not making any buys too high. Okay, that's the general reasoning behind all of this. I'm not buying too high. 4 hour, bit of a closer look at things. Quite a narrow channel range, a ranging action happening here. Okay, between these two floors. We'll look at it on the 1 hour. Still bullish this morning. Index open could tell otherwise. Look, honestly, I'd probably look for a sell coming into the index open, because it just looks like it's sitting at the top of this mountain here. Okay. I've been saying that for a few days now, but it is kind of it is sitting at the top of the mountain here. We've got FOMC tomorrow at 2. This is tomorrow, and we have flash services PMI at 9:45. We've got a lot of news tomorrow that could provide a bit of a catalyst to the downside for some selling. But yeah, I'm looking at this at some point. It just it's got to happen, right? Just waiting for that. Maybe it's a little lick up here into 34,500, and then a collapse down. We need some pullback. We need some pullback here. Okay, 1 hour time frame. So we've done daily, 4 hour. Now we're doing 1 hour. We've got a demand level at 33,300. Okay, 0.4 is there. We have a supply zone above 3,400. Okay, and what's been happening is it's been working this kind of region. So, dare I say, it could be a decent buy around here. Sell around here this morning for some selling off. It doesn't look like a strong push to the upside for me right now. When you zoom in here close, we're just kind of hovering around, hanging around at the top here. be prepared to get out of a bad loss position if you get into one, to the upside. If you get into a sell and it goes against you, be prepared to get out of that. But, pretty nice area of supply here on the 1 hour, where I'd see movement up like this, and then possibly, it would just be a continuation of this this range, or a breakdown to the downside. Okay, we can use the red arrow there, because like leg ups normally start from a dip in, so you can see it here. It's dipped down, and then we have the leg up, and leg downs normally start from a high, so they go up and then smash down. That's the 1 hour. And then here we go on the. We have this trade from yesterday that we're waiting for. Pretty much is in now. We do have, it is pointing to the upside. The river is going to the upside at the moment, pointing to the upside. I like the look of a sell here for sure, coming into the open. We have our supply to the left. Here we go. Can't see it behind this. Here. That's the supply zone high. Okay. There. Which happened on Monday, yesterday. And we pull it across here. I just want to see that. Okay. No. Further to the left. Right. Back here. Here's our highs. Nice. Okay, so we've got our highs up here back on Tuesday the 15th. This has been quite a long ranging session, to be honest. Nice mean reversion the past few days if you've been making some money. If we pull that high out, it does measure up here. So a really nice sell would be there. I'd probably drag it out a little bit as well. That's kind of the action I'm looking at for after the open. This kind of thing. Here. No major news that would smash it to the upside. But again, anything can happen. That's the kind of action I'm looking at. Okay. And then obviously, we have our other demand level down here. A little bit wary of buying. It's just so high at the moment. But yeah, this is the kind of areas where you can look at buying and selling. Okay. Right. Demand here. So I fall down to demand there. We'll see. But this could, the pattern I'm kind of seeing in my head now is, a bit of a climb up here, and then maybe that for the day, like a smash down, Either way, I do like a sell there. Right. So that's this morning. It's 20 minutes to the index open, but that's a nice area there. However you enter, just make sure you be aware. The worst case scenario here is that if you put a sell in around this area, or you sell in this region, it does keep going to the upside, and you're going to have to mitigate. If it keeps going up past like that far, you're going to want to try and get out back to break even. Okay, that's the gameplay here. So if it continues pushing through, look to get out of a loss. Bring this up to break even and get it out. But it should come up here and stay. Put it up here in the river bands and just let it reject out. I do normally say to not trade index opens, but the way that the shape is at the moment, it could get a nice lick into that during the index open. So it'd be a nice time to look at trading. You've got to be selective. It comes with time, but the norm is to let the index open. But the way that we're already climbing quite high. We've started out of here. This leg out here would be a nice move before some dipping back down for sure. So that is the market outlook from my opinion, not financial advice, here on the 22nd of November, Tuesday morning. We'll check in later. Thanks.